Hello friends, it's another story time with Papa Paws. Today's adventure is called When Myloh Met Sorry. It's a story about a handsome jellyfish and a helium balloon that meet and have an adventure in the ocean. Let's get started. When Myloh Met Sorry by Missy Richardson and ElizabethOCarroll. Illustrated by Tamara Piper. This is not what I expected, thought a disappointed-looking, shiny, yellow helium balloon. This isn't the life I was promised. The balloon's name was Sorry. Earlier that day, Sorry and her two friends had been so happy, swaying in the breeze, the best part of a party bouquet. Life is good, thought Sorry, when suddenly, without warning, whoosh, a gust of wind caught them, and all three balloons came undone from the party table and were flying into the air at full speed. Up and up they flew, high over the fields below. Wham! Out of nowhere, a large white seagull had hit one of the balloons. The strings of the balloon had wrapped around the seagull's legs. Unable to fly, the seagull was hurtling downwards towards its nest in the trees below. "Help me!" shouted the seagull. "I can't fly like this." Any moment now, she would smash into her nest and onto the fluffy white baby chick who was sitting, waiting to be fed. The baby gull saw what was happening and squawked, "I can help! Let me help!" Furiously, the baby gull pecked and pecked, finally setting the seagull free. The tattered balloon was no more. Sorry drifted past and sighed, "I'm sorry." On and on, the warm current blew them further out towards the ocean. Without warning, the air around them began to swirl. Sorry looked into the distance to see a big white cloud approaching at speed. What could it be? Wondered Sorry. What was making the air scream? Sorry and the remaining balloon didn't know what was about to hit them. What do you think that cloud is? The big white cloud was, in fact, a flock of Canadian geese. Bang! Feathers from the geese scattered everywhere. An older goose had been tangled up by the remaining balloon's string, and now the goose was trapped, tangled and helpless. "Help me, I'm falling," shouted the goose to the flock. The flock spun into action and landed on the beach below, pecking and ripping and tearing at the balloon until the older goose was free. "Hooray!" shouted the flock in unison. Now free, the older goose watched as the shredded balloon lay lifelessly on the beach next to a plastic bottle. The high tide washed the balloon and the bottle from the sand into the ocean. Sorry looked on. "I'm sorry." Lonely days passed as the warm air blew Sorry up into the sky over the ocean, swirling higher with nothing to see for miles and miles. Suddenly, without warning, the wind dropped. Sorry fell headfirst into the sea below, hitting the water with a splash. "Help me!" shouted Sorry as she hit the water, but no one answered. "Help!" cried Sorry again and again, but no one answered her, no matter how loud she shouted. It was lucky that she still had a bit of air and able to float. Surely she would have drowned right there and then. That's kind of scary, isn't it? Myloh was a handsome jellyfish, and he knew it. Myloh's mom had told him so lots and lots of times. Myloh may be a handsome jellyfish, but Myloh was lonely. No friends to play with, no one to share jellyfish jokes with. That would be kind of sad, wouldn't it, to be lonely like that, huh? To no one in particular, Myloh asked, "Why did the fisherman put peanut butter on his fishing pole?" "To catch jellyfish, of course." You hear Molly Paws in the background. She has commentary about the story, doesn't she? That was Myloh's favorite joke. Chuckling to himself as he swam along, something shiny had caught his eye. What was it? Hold on. Wait a minute. What's that shiny thing splashing? I bet we know what it is, don't we? Myloh swam toward the splashing. What could it be? He asked. Is it a shiny yellow jellyfish? Are jellyfish yellow and shiny? Myloh wondered. He was not sure at all. He swam on and on toward the shape as fast as he could. "Hello out there," he shouted. Sorry shouted back, "Help me, please. Please help." Eventually, Myloh reached the shiny balloon. What a beautiful, sparkly jellyfish she is. Right there at that moment, Myloh fell head over heels in love with the gleaming jellyfish. Myloh was smitten. Calling out excitedly, he asked, "What's your name, Cherie?" Sadly, Myloh did not get an answer. Myloh asked again, "What's your name?" Still no answer. Myloh looked up and read the words on Sorry's head. "Oh, your name is I'm sorry. That's a beautiful name, my Cherie. A beautiful name for a beautiful jellyfish," he exclaimed. Sorry just looked past him toward the ocean ahead. This is a good day, thought Myloh. Now I have a friend to tell jokes to, and she's glittery. All the while, the ocean had changed. It was no longer calm and peaceful. It had become darker, blue, and swirly. Suddenly, Sorry was caught up in the spin of the ocean's current and was being dragged away from Myloh. Myloh shouted out, "Sorry, my love, come back." Sorry was too far away to hear him. Myloh swam as fast as he could, faster and faster, passing things in the ocean he had never seen before. A cotton swab? What's more, a seahorse's tail wrapped around the cotton swab? What a sad sight to see. Sorry looked on. I'm sorry. Myloh had nearly caught up. "Wait, my love," called Myloh. "Wait for me, Cherie." Sorry looked past Myloh, and without really seeing him, and said under her breath, "I think I see land." No sooner had Sorry spoken, the ocean grabbed her tail, and she disappeared. She had been pulled down and down, trapped by the ocean grass, wrapping its blades around her tail. Myloh searched and searched. Where had she gone? Where is my sweetheart? He asked out loud. Amid all the commotion, a school of colorful fish were eating small white specks. Myloh couldn't believe his eyes. "That's not food, it's poison," he shouted at the fish to stop. "Stop eating that rubbish." Just then, in the distance, a voice shouted, Help me, Myloh! Myloh spun around. There was Sorry, caught up in the ocean grass. Myloh and the fish leapt into action, pulling and pushing, twisting and biting. Myloh and the brave fish worked tirelessly together to save Sorry. Teamwork, shouted Myloh. He thanked the fish for all their hard work, saved them from the seagrass. Myloh called out to Sorry, "See what love can do for you, darling?" Sorry just looked on. "I'm sorry." Myloh had been so brave. Surely Sorry could see that. Would she notice me now, he asked himself. Sorry said nothing, not even thank you. They bobbed together on through the ocean. What can I do to win her love? Myloh was at a loss. How could Sorry be so ungrateful? Myloh noticed that the ocean was losing its beautiful color and was no longer clear. "What's happening to my ocean?" asked Myloh. Sorry didn't answer. In the distance, Myloh spotted a small turtle who was struggling to swim. It had plastic bag parts around its feet and neck. The turtle was in pain, suffering and unable to breathe. Sorry just looked on. "I'm sorry." Turtle looks scared, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's see what happens next. Myloh could stand this sight no longer. He swam out as fast as he could to help the little turtle who had caught Sorry's string around its leg. Without warning, a net had caught them. A massive, grimy net had appeared from a fishing boat above, gathering everything up in one big swoop. Dropping them on the boat on the boat deck with a detonating thump, Myloh hung on tight to the turtle and Sorry as they hit the deck with a loud bang. The turtle called to Myloh in fear, "Is it all over?" Meanwhile, on the boat, a fisherman looked sadly at Myloh and the turtle. With gentle hands wrapped in bright yellow gloves, he picked off the plastic bag and strings, lifting them high up into the air. The fisherman shouted, "We don't want these guys, do we? They belong in the ocean." With that, Myloh and the turtle were placed gently back into the cool water. But Sorry was nowhere to be seen. What do you think happened to Sorry? Let's keep reading. Time stood still for quite a while. Myloh and the turtle couldn't quite believe what had happened to them. "I thought we were done for," called Myloh, relieved and confused. He expected Sorry to answer back, but instead came a sweet reply from the little turtle. "Myloh, you saved my life. You are my hero." Myloh focused his sights on the turtle with a new sense of love. "Indeed, my darling. Where shall we go next?" Smiling kindly at each other, Myloh and the little turtle swam away into the deep ocean, very happy to be alive and excited to be together. The fishermen were due back on shore that evening. They tidied up all the trash they had collected from their nets and was taking it back to the land to throw away. Sorry, once the shiny, smiling balloon, was stuffed at the top of the garbage bag. Sorry found herself in the trash bag along with the plastic bags, bottles, and rubbish captured by the sea. "So what will become of me now?" Sorry asked no one in particular. Sorry drifted off to sleep, only to be woken up with a tremendous thud. "What happened while I slept?" she asked. The fishing boat had made it back to shore, and the fisherman had tossed the garbage bag into a larger bin. A green top-loader garbage truck was at the quayside to take all the trash away. At that moment, Sorry knew that included her. The last time Sorry was seen, she was a sad, crumpled, flat, deflated balloon sitting on top of a landfill pile, propped up by all the other stinking trash around her. Sorry looked out. It was not the beautiful ocean she had known, but a sea of garbage, old bottles and cans. Sorry shouted as loudly as she could muster, "I'm sorry!" That, my friends, is the end. Thanks for reading, and we'll see you next time.